Welcome back, graduates. So today I want to go over the new Dawn version 10.0. It looks like Dawn is, really trying to make it so it is like the theme that you need. And there's some really interesting and weird customizations that are hidden in there that you have to kind of like look into. Not sure if they're needed, but it's very interesting. And so this is a brief overview of Dawn version 10. And so just ignore the demo images, things like that. Just want to show you what it looks like. And then also we do have the Dawn on steroids, the features as well. So when you go onto your theme, you're gonna see if it needs an update. Dawn version 10 is available. Once you click that, it's going to go and upload a clean version of Dawn down here and not on the live theme. So one of the interesting things I want to point out when you go into Dawn is their feature products. Not sure why anybody would want kind of like a moving animated, circles like this, but it is interesting. It might, be something to test out. So what that looks like, if you go into the featured collections right over here, and then you scroll down, and it's kind of like I had to kind of look into the features because some of them didn't say where what changes were made. But if you go to Shopify Dawn theme and you go into here, and then you can view the demo store, but also if you go to the documentation, it tells you what was released, what was changes, what was added, fade in animations, introduce a new visual way for theme colors, and then these are some additional ones, but the highlighted ones are the most important that they wanted to emphasize. But going back into here, there's hidden settings here. So feature collections, blob, you can have the default one. You can have a arch, which looks like this. I know a couple of you had have this already designed like this in the CSS. So now I guess they did it for you. There's some really interesting ones like the parallelogram, a diamond, chevron left and the chevron right, and then also just a rounded like this. So I think the blob is really interesting actually, and how that looks on mobile kind of looks like this, and on hover state it just moves. So that's really interesting to take into consideration. This brand slider does not come with it, comes with the steroids, but it just hovers and stops, and you can see the text. These don't come with it. These are our stories. And then scrolling down here, let's see what other things were in Dawn. I guess you can do a 3D. It supports 3D models now. Fade in animations. So the colors, when you go into the colors here, they have scheme 1, 2, 3, and you can add your colors too. So I think this was a very interesting way that they went about this. You can set the colors here. That was very cool of them to do that. You can add a scheme, and then you can add more schemes. So I guess you're not limited to how many schemes, which is cool, which is pretty cool. So the color thing, that's a really great feature. Now we've added new animations to your theme where you can have select fade in or fade out. So I guess that goes into, that's not part of the theme, however. Go into like a section here, feature product and fade in options. So you have show title description from the admin, subtitle, uppercase, description size, show the collections. Then you have button style, if it's going to be a link or if it's going to be a outline or a solid button. So look like that. And then here's where you can choose your desktop, your scheme color, and then also you have the enable carousel on desktop. I know a lot of you previously wanted to know how to have a carousel on desktop, and now they give you the option. So Dawn is a great starter theme, it really is. And then you have portrait, adapt, and then square. So square would be like 900 and 900. Adapt would be adapting to whatever image you uploaded in your products. And then portrait is a tall view. Second image of a hover. You can show your vendors down at the bottom, and then show product rating when I do have products. This is also in the 8, I believe, and also this got released in the 8 version, the quick view. So what it looked like is this, and you can just choose options and it just opens up like this. I personally do not like the quick view option at all. I think it's a bit messy. Then the mobile layout, 2 columns, 1 column, enable swipe on mobile. So I know that there's a lot of hidden things here. So if I'm just going to do a mobile, you know, this specifically works for mobile. 1 column, 2 columns, and then padding and margin. So now they're giving spacing options as well. So that's just a brief overview of what Dawn has, and look into each of these sections that they provide and see the hidden features, and also in their documentation. Dawn is pretty hard to code and to adjust, but it looks like they're improving. We do have our own theme if you are interested, Ecomify Theme. We have a lot more perks with that, and a lot of features and cool, unique features that would hope to generate you more sales. But this is a great free theme to start out with. And if you like this video and overview, thank you so much. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next video.